What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I was not uploading any videos lately because I was not simply not trading, and I wasn't taking anything because my ideas, my buys for the past couple days were bullish, and I did not find
What's up,
anything
guys? Welcome back
that would fit
to another.
the daily bias of mine. As you can see, the last video that I uploaded, I my balance was 999 and 80 cents, and ever since that I did not trade anything. It's been the same, 999 and 80 cents. I did not touch it. Today I took a trade and it was on practice account. I will tell you why I took it on a practice account, and it was a win. As you can see, I took it with 6 micros, and I got this profit. I think it went to $44, and I'll show you why I took it and all of that, and why I did not take it on a funded. So, starting off the day, we had news, unemployment claim at around 7:30 my time or 8:30 New York time. So right here on the, we can stay on the 2 minutes, that's fine. So 7:30 my time was right there, and basically the news did not do anything. Now I was on the 15 minutes whenever I come to look at the market, and this is today from the red line to now. That's the today. Why was I bullish? Because yesterday and the day before we were just dumping down. I'm not gonna go over the yesterday or the day before, or how I did not trade, or why did I not look for to take a trade, because my bias was basically bullish and we were just dumping down bearish, and I did not find anything I like, so I did not trade anything. So on the 4 hours, we kind of like were forming market maker sell model here, and I was still bullish, and I was still looking for bullish setups, because we were on the 1 hour, we were still holding this bullish fair value gap to the left, this one right here. And I'll just mark it now. And we coming up to market open. Market open, my time is 8:30, and 8:30 was right here. This big candle, bearish candle. Why was I bullish? Because as I said yesterday, we were dumping all the way down, and I wanted a retracement to the 50% equilibrium level of that range. Why I was also, another reason why I was bullish, because market open was 8:30 right here, and we dumped down, we lift equal highs up here and right here. So if we go to, like, for example, the 1 minute, here's an equal high, and those two big peaks are equal highs. So it's really rare for NASDAQ, having the NASDAQ being priced at 20K dollars and leaving equal highs like this. And these are pretty relevant equal high, and they're pretty important equal high. So what happened and why did I take this trade? So basically the whole morning I was waiting, starting from 8:30 here market open until 9:44 or 10:44 New York time. I was looking for long setups, and I did not like any of them right here, and we kept dumping. And on the 1 hour here, what did I see between this low? You see where S&P is? S&P's low is right here, and NASDAQ already took that low, and S&P did not. So there is a huge bullish SMT. Lately, bullish SMT has not been holding pretty well. That's why also I have not been trusting it, and that's one of the reason why I took it on practice account. What is the second reason I took this on a practice account? And I'll show you the recording, guys. By the way, I have a recording of my trade taken. I'll show you all of that. Why did I not like this trade on the funded account? Because my trade idea, if I am taking an IFG or an inversion fair value gap model, my stop technically should be a hard stop below, if the price closed below this IFVG, because when you take an IFVG after, right after we inverse it, and you take it from the candle close here, you don't know if we're gonna go and touch the beginning of the IFVG to retest it, or if we're gonna go down to retest the 50% of this IFVG. So it's really kind of like dead in the water. You're lifted dead in the water. So that's why I did not want to take that trade. Another reason why I did not want to take that trade, because as I said before, the price or my stop loss should be $43 stop loss. Let's say for my normal risk, I usually take six micros, and for a $40 stop loss, I'm risking almost $500. But on the other hand, I have to account for my personal daily loss, which is $200. So if I want to take this trade, I could have taken this trade with $200 of risk. I can just simply take maybe 2 micros. So that would be less than $200, or 3 micros. No, that would be more. So with 2 micros, I can still take it with 2 micros and account for that move, right? But at the same time, my TP would have been $44, which is basically 1-to-1, and it's not worth it to me. It's not worth to just take it with 2 micros and risk on the table $160 just to make $176 and go through the stress and all of that from this trade. And the bullish SMT has not been holding lately, and we were keep dumping down. The 2-minute right here had a really beautiful IFVG to the upside setup, and my take profit was right here. Let me actually show you the recording right here. So you, if you think I'm not I'm lying or something, I'll show you right here. So right here, I was on the funded, guys. Right here, I was on the funded account, but then I switched right away to the practice account. So I saw this big momentum. I went to the 2 minutes to see where we at, and the candle is gonna close in 15 seconds. So right there, I switched to my practice account. Why? Because I saw the fair value gap is pretty big. It's just $40 of a fair value gap, and it's not gonna work out for me for my personal daily loss risk. And so what I did here is I took it with 6 micros. That's another question. Why would I take it with 6 micros on a practice account? Because I want to see if my decision is right or wrong. If my decision of not taking it on the funded account is right, because we might go back down to retrace. Like, look at where my stop loss is basically at the retest of the 50% of the IFVG. So that is why I did not want to take it, because I would actually put myself in risk. And look where my take profit is. If we inverse this fair value gap, the least we can go to is this big bearish fair value gap to retrace to. And I believe this also was the 50% retracement of this leg down. So it was a pretty good take profit level to take. And as you can see here, we were going down to -100, and I was just basically halfway there to being stopped out and take the loss. And it would have been actually an amazing experience, and really good for my what is it called, my discipline and my patience and my decision, actually, for taking my decision to just to do it on the practice account. But it ended up working out. Am I going to be upset, sad? No. Why? Because if I would have taken this on funded and lost, I would be very mad. Why? Because I would keep complaining to myself and nagging to myself, why did I take this trade, when I see the stop loss is huge, and I decide to take it even with 6 micros, which at this point would be over leveraging, and simply losing the personal daily loss, which is $200 for me. I know it's not a lot, but this is how my risk management is. I want to build a buffer, and before I go a little bit comfortably with even with one mini or two minis or whatever, I'm not at this point yet. But this trade was really, really, really beautiful. The bullish SMT held for the first time in the past couple of days. We had really good momentum up to inverse a bearish fair value gap on the 2 minutes, giving a beautiful IFG on the 2 minutes. The clear drawn liquidity was amazing, retracement to the bearish fair value gap, and the trade itself was not stressful at all. It was hassle free. It did not retrace or chop up and down. It did not heavy retrace deeply down or take you out at break even and then go to the take profit. So everything worked out perfectly. The trade was basically 1, 2, 3, I think 4 candles to the take profit, which is 4 times 2. That's 8 minutes in the trade. That was one of the beautiful trades I took. I wish I would have taken it on Unfunded. Absolutely not. Why? Because I know that I made this decision of not letting myself go in a kind of like a stress mode or nagging mode to myself of maybe it will stop me out and I would be more upset and more mad of not following my rules and looking at the market at the end of the day, and we see all this dumping down, and I question myself, why did I even take this long setup? So to avoid all this, and the stop loss was huge anyway, I took it on on my personal practice accounts. It was $44.75 move, and the honestly the stop loss was not that we did not need that big of a huge of a stop loss because the trade was worked out beautifully, but it's in this situation only, guys. So later down the road, if I see another scenario just like that, I would absolutely do the same exact thing. Why? Because simply it's not gonna happen every time. And look at this, the actual drawn liquidity and the actual direction of the market was to the downside. After I saw this trade, I was on the 1 minute and I saw this inversion fair value gap on the 1 minute, and I did not also take it. Why? Because I was bullish. As simple as that. And the bullish setup worked out, and if I would have taken this trade and lose, I would be more upset. But it is what it is. I know it works out. I know we're bearish, whatever. I came to the market bullish, and that's why I stuck to my rules. And I'm proud of myself for not actually FOMOing in and not taking anything. As you can see, my personal funded accounts, all of them are zeros, and they have been just like that today and yesterday, and I'm not upset at all. I'm just waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right trade to work out, and we'll see what happened tomorrow. That's all for today's video, guys. If you like today's video, please drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you are not already yet. Also, I want to mention really quick that I am running the giveaway currently, and not a lot of people are participating in it. I have 24 responses only, and the video is not performing that well. It's been almost 250 viewers, but it's just a quick shout out to that video. If you want to be a part of the giveaway, absolutely go watch it and participate in it. If you don't care, then that's fine. I don't mind it. Just figured out to kind of like mention it in today's video. And that's all for today's video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.